at the airport, about to head over to Dallas, Texas. I'm gonna be going to a Tom Ferry convention called Summit, and I'm excited to go. This is my coaching program that I'm a part of. I got into coaching a few months ago. I've been in coaching before in the past. This is the first time that I have been very open to coaching and committed to following the course and the plan. So excited to see the results on that. But so far, so good. Super excited, and it has shown results in our team, in our production, our efficiency, and our culture. So it's been working. So I'm also going to be meeting my coach, Sean. So excited to be meeting him face to face. We go on Zoom once a week. I go over my business and see what's going on. So excited to meet him and meet some great agents that are also into coaching with the goal of really just growing and expanding and just providing higher level of service and growing an amazing team and an amazing business. So excited for that. About to board here, head to Dallas. So I made it to Dallas here, just waiting on a Uber to pick me up to take me to the convention center. I'm not gonna be stopping at the Airbnb to drop off my luggage because I ain't got time. Check-in's at 4, and this event starts at 9 o'clock in an hour. Location's only about 20 minutes away, so it's actually pretty convenient, and I didn't bring a lot of luggage, so we're gonna make it happen. Excited to learn as much as I can in order to provide as much value as possible to my clients and my team, and to learn from the best out there. So day one of the summit here in Dallas, Texas is in the books. It was an amazing day, honestly. So many great takeaways, so many great ideas, so many great things to take back and to implement and to consider. They always say, be careful not to get overloaded. You know, you're not gonna be able to implement everything, but just pick 2 or 3 things that you and your team are gonna implement within the next 12 months. So, and again, this is day 1 of 3, so there's gonna be a lot of great information. We were able to look under the hood in some of the biggest teams in the country, helping hundreds and hundreds of families. Really great to see. I got a lot of great takeaways. Was able to connect with some really cool agents doing great things across the country. Met somebody in Canada that gave me some great tips as far as some of the systems I'm utilizing. He's utilized them as well, and he just gave me some great ideas, gave me his information, said, hey, let's jump on Zoom. I'll be more than happy to talk to you about how we do things. So great culture right off the bat, you know, within this community. So super happy about that. And one of the biggest takeaways, because I'm very much about the relationship, you know, it's not about selling houses, it's about helping families. And I liked the takeaway that the business will grow and you'll protect your business by providing a high level of service to the family, to the client. And as you continue to grow, you're going to need to learn and adapt in order to create even more value, more so than just helping buy a house or sell a house. You know, really being somebody that is a source of good advice, financial advice in regards to real estate. So they had some great ideas and great models that other real estate teams are utilizing. They shared that with us. So there's going to be a few that we're going to definitely be implementing to provide just a really high level of service. So super excited about that. I mean, this was a great trip so far, and I'm going to hit the gym, and then I have a get together this evening with some of the coaches. So excited to meet up with them and just to get more perspectives and just more connections, because you know, networking is so important, and I think that's something that I have not been strong in. You know, I can connect with people, but I was so focused on my business that I've never taken a step back and paused and networked and connected with other people doing the same thing as me. You know, I'm realizing now that other people have great ideas. You know, there's different ways to do things. You know, and why learn by your own mistakes? Learn with by other people's mistakes. So, but it's been great so far. Great so far. So super excited to bring this all back to my team and provide more and more value to the people I care about, which is the clients. So day 2 of Summit in the books. It was a great day as usual. You know, there were great panels talking about their amazing business. And at the end of the day, the common denominator was providing a high level of service to your client. People want to glamorize certain things in our industry, and they want to, come off as perhaps a certain way. But at the end of the day, the only way that you will be successful in really any business where you're serving a consumer is to provide a high level of service. You can always get away with just half-assing it, obviously, and getting to the finish line. But in order to build a massive business, it's about the building blocks, and each block is a high level of service for clients who in turn will introduce you to other people that are thinking of buying or selling. Now, when you build a team, your building blocks turn into agents. So then the agents that work with you, it's imperative that you provide a high level of service to them as well. So at the end of the day, your massive business is built on the blocks of just a high level of service and caring and clarity of direction. They're talking about video, Google Analytics, all these machines and all these things and algorithms, postcards and all these things. At the end of the day, that's a funnel, and at the tip of it is high quality service. So that is my biggest takeaway, and I'm proud that me and my team provide that. We work with a lot of people that have been introduced to us by others that were our past clients. We're super thankful, even by agents. The fact that a real estate agent is introducing us to somebody they know that wants to buy or sell in our area means a lot. But yeah, that was day 2, and then looking forward to day 3. And I'm back. Glad to be back after 3 days of intense learning amongst some of the most elite real estate professionals in North America. What was my takeaway? I have 5. Number 5 takeaway is your AM and evening routine matter. It sounds something, isn't that like personal? What does that have to do with real estate? The reality is that everything connects, right? Your work, your personal, your health, your physical, your mental, everything connects. So it's super important that when you are working, when you're building a business, that you come with the right energy. If you do different things every night and not really sure what time you're going to get up in the morning, not sure what you're going to wear, not sure what you got going on in the morning, that is not a great way to spend your mental energy in figuring those things out. Know what you're going to be doing the next day. They typically say that you want to plan the next day the night before. So that was a great takeaway. Something I heard before, but in the season that I'm in right now in my business and my life, it's something that really resonated with me and something I intend to perfect and get into a better routine. Takeaway number 4, tighten the process. Through the process of buying a house, selling a house, hiring, offboarding, doing market events, there's a process. If you do anything more than once, you should have a process documented. It's something that they harped on that, you don't want to have to figure things out every time you buy, you help a client buy a house or sell a house or you grow your team. There should be a process, and it should be documented, and it should be a checklist that people utilize in order to make sure that the end result is duplicatable. So it's very important to evaluate what processes we have. So that's something I took away, where we're going to be putting everything on the table, our marketing, our emails, our schedules, and just tighten the process, make sure that they're efficient and they're not a waste of time. Sometimes a lot of teams and businesses have unnecessary processes, unnecessary systems. So you want to make sure that, you're doing what's required and no more. Number 3, monthly. You must look at your P&L. So what is a P&L? It's a profit and loss statement. Every business should have one. Not every business does. But what it does is that it explains where your income is coming from and where it's going, and then what your profit is every single month. At the level that I'm at and where I was at the level that the majority of those agents are team leaders, and they're running this as a business, a real business. And it's important to understand what the numbers are telling us. Numbers tell a story, right? And you start seeing patterns patterns. So for example, if you're spending X amount of dollars on this lead source, but you're not receiving that amount of return, then that could be possibly something to pay attention to, adjust, or get rid of entirely. Is something that was harped on that, we have to make sure that we hold our dollar accountable. That was very, very important. Number 2 is video content. So if you're seeing this, you've probably seen other videos that I've done as well, but video content is important because it allows me to communicate with the consumer, with our clients, with our past clients or our VIPs, and really provide information, and then for them to get an idea of who I am and, just make it more personal. Because the reality is that, there's a lot of agents out there, and the average agent sells 4 homes, and most agents don't really know what's going on in the market, unfortunately. So it's important that if you are an agent that is looking to excel, that you continue to educate yourself. You educate yourself so you can educate the consumer. The consumer needs to feel comfortable with working with a real estate professional that knows what's going on in the market. And it's important that we educate ourselves so that we have a credible voice in helping our clients make the right decision. So my number 1 takeaway, and I've mentioned it before the last 2 days when I was doing a recap, was at the end of the day, all these systems and all of this business and growth and selling hundreds of homes, what matters, the tip of the spear, providing a high level of service to your clients. It seems so simplistic. That's the number 1 thing. We spend so much time and money trying to grow and do all these things. We see it happen in restaurants, right? I'm sure you've seen it, where you go to a restaurant and they change ownership and they're trying to make more money. The point being, it's very important to not lose sight of the number 1 goal, which is to provide a high level of service, because those clients, if they're satisfied with your service, they're going to introduce you to other people they know that want to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, right? And that's the ultimate goal. But if you're so focused on growing this business that at the end of this funnel, you don't provide good service, to me, I don't even know how you can grow a business that way. Now there are certain businesses, there are certain, discount brokerages, that's their system, but I can almost guarantee that they don't get very much repeat business or referral business. Because at the end of the day, just because someone sells a whole bunch of houses, 2, 3, 4, 500 homes, it doesn't necessarily mean that they give quality service. They should, and to me, they must. There are those that don't. Because remember, McDonald's sells the most burgers. But are they quality burgers? And when you're buying or selling a home, don't you want a quality agent to help you? That was my number 1 takeaway. And I was very thankful I was able to get out there. The team held things down, and I'm super excited to implement these things into our system so that we can continue to provide a high level of service. Thank you for watching the video. If you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe and smash the like button so that we know that you like what we're doing, so we'll do more of it.